Yeah, no,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yay, I get to be in
I
another
think it's
video because I'm
required to
awesome
do
and
this
chill
because
like that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna, like,
Okay. So let's make this full screen. And then English.
I'm gonna turn on my fan.
I'm gonna play
'Cause
keyboard
I-
and mouse, cause why not?
What'd you say?
I'm gonna play keyboard and mouse, cause why not?
There's options for controller support on this.
Yes, there is.
It's
Oh.
just like it's keyboard and mouse.
Just selecting menus.
Pin key.
I gotta fix this. Okay.
You have to read this. You have to read this. You read
I
this
have to read
automatically.
this.
Or you don't, but it's funner. Oh no, not this one. Sorry, the next thing. The next thing.
The next thing. Okay.
You don't have
This
to
is
read
a horror game.
the
Not
content
intended
warning.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this one's fine. I thought that this was something else.
Okay. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Is it a love story or is it a horror story? Or both?
Both.
It can be
Okay.
both.
Pants.
Okay.
The first time I played this game, I broke it.
Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a
Sorry,
princess.
I'm like
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm
Just for
talking about the
context,
end of
explore
everything as
is
we know
just
it.
asking a
No more
question.
birds, no
If it
more
doesn't say
trees,
explore, it's
and
doing
perhaps
something.
most problematically of all,
okay.
no more people. You have to put an end to her. Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
he's so silly.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, let's see.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
What?
I'm reading the different things.
Oh yeah.
There's so much.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Okay.
That's fair.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Play the princess.
Noah said about if it
Yes,
says
but you
explore,
have
you get
to
more
slay her
information.
before
If
you
it
get
doesn't,
it.
you do that thing.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something
What?
of value to society.
What's a seamstress?
Oh,
somebody
they
like-
sew and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it's like a sewer.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
But like, I wouldn't want to kill any of those guys. I would want to kill like
What if you
a
just don't
witch.
slay?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Aren't you a
slay
witch?
That. Yeah, but I would rather slay a witch than a princess.
Okay, well,
I guess.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those.
Cormac.
Right?
what?
That's.
Huh?
One of the people who was there in
Oh, if only
Tifa
that
said
were
that
the
I used to
case,
be very
but
nihilistic, and
I
I
don't
didn't
make
think
the
I
rules.
was.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Is my hand like my hand kind of looks like a witch's hand, so maybe I am a witch in this, and maybe I'm the evil one.
Are you serious? Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
One
We're
thing
not
that
gonna
I
go
didn't
through
say
with
that
this, right?
the art
She's a
in this game is so
princess.
good.
We're
It's
supposed
the
to
voice of the
save
hero.
princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The voice of the hero is my favorite guy.
Shut the fuck up, Noah.
Don't tell him that.
The interior of the
Cat,
cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, now I got it in my hand, like that.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Which one should I do? Or just hi?
Number two.
Number
Well, that one.
the hey, I
yeah.
think I'm here to kill you. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I mean,
That was the
You walk
funniest
down the
one.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me. I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade, and talked. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
But I don't want to drop it, but I do want to talk to her.
Well, if you were in
Yeah.
this happened, you would probably want the person to drop it if you wanted to not. But then you lose your weapon.
I don't want to drop it, but I want to talk. She can still talk while I hold the weapon.
Then tighten it.
Yeah.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm
I got a
probably chained
knife.
up in this basement for a reason, right?
I got a
If
knife.
is the
I
only
got a
weapon you
knife.
have,
Stab, stab,
you'll
stab.
have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Okay, she's kind
She's
of,
unarmed.
you know,
If you hesitate now,
Yeah.
it'll be too late. End this.
I don't know how to describe it, but she might deserve to die.
Manipulative.
You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
There's a word people
Hesitating.
use in this
Why don't
situation.
you
It's
drop a
about
knife
5
and the
letters
two of us can be
long. It
civilized
starts with a
to each
B.
other?
Oh,
Then I'm not talking to you.
oh, then fuck you.
I say that. That's mean.
I guess we are.
It is.
This game's like
For
a
the love of
PG-13
everything,
movie.
just
They have, like
slay her
2
already.
F-bombs in the game. And they're
Or
so
drop the
funny.
blade. Do something.
Just a randomly, so it's really funny.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
Okay, well,
Me when I slay the princess.
yeah.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually
What is
sidesteps
wrong
your
with my
thrust before
hands?
knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs. This is the end, isn't it?
You got Ronin stream ending, by the way.
I'm afraid.
Who's
it
that?
is.
I got.
hi,
I got
Twitchy.
that on
Twitchy!
Play the princess.
How you doing?
Everything goes.
I'm doing pretty
He's
good.
currently getting stepped on.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just
Cat,
wanted to say
dog,
hi really quickly
a lot of
before I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go hang out with some friends to ring in the new year, but just wanted to say hello.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Still being in
Hi.
Have fun, Twitchy.
Hey, Tucci.
Happy
Hi.
New
The
Year's.
basement of that cabin is a
I'm gonna say
princess.
Happy New Year and farewell to all y'all.
See
Peace.
ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
Bye.
New Year.
To slay her.
Have a good
Happy
time.
New Year.
If you don't,
Okay, so this is just basically. Wait, hasn't this
it
happened?
hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember
I
what
trust
happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Voice of the Broken?
He's just going to kill us again.
He's no
You
longer
got
the
a new
hero.
voice.
He's now
Yes,
Voice of the
let her.
Broken.
But slaying the
There's
princess
two
and saving
voices.
the world is going to be much more difficult than it
Oh.
has to be if you spend the whole time second guessing yourself.
Am I schizophrenic?
No.
Just a bit.
Those are two very. Let's say
No.
for a
Oh.
moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die. What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
No,
Or
the world
do you think that
ended.
the princess,
That's why I'm
left
back.
unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains, and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end. Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well
He
just
said the thing.
pledge ourselves to her
Said the lie.
and stop pretending
Slay
like
the
we can do
princess.
everything in
No,
this
Slay
situation.
she will
She
lie,
probably
she will
doesn't
cheat,
even
and
need
she'll
to
do
try
everything in
to
her power.
overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering.
You're being annoying.
Don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be. If that's
Okay.
what you want, I guess I
Ooh.
don't have a say.
Rose the Rose is such a silly guy.
He is.
The interior of the
Oh,
cabin
this is
larger
not.
and
It's
more
like Thunderdon.
grandiose than
This
its
is
humble
different.
exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a
What do you mean the
pristine blade
exterior?
perched on
This
its
is
edge.
definitely not outside this cabin. This is like a tower.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want
I mean,
to do
it
this
did say
right.
chapter 2, the tower, but like,
Why
yeah.
do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Okay.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's literally a mirror right there. What do you mean?
You're
There's
literally sitting
definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror?
Yeah, I don't see a
We're all
mirror.
going to die anyway.
I don't see a
It's-
And
mirror.
I'm sure that
This
if
is
we
right
looked in
there.
we'd just see something
you see a mirror?
sad and miserable looking.
It's
back
right
at
there.
us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only
Yeah, I don't
make
see a mirror
things
anywhere.
worse.
What do you
For the last
mean?
time, you're not going to die
What?
unless you let
I
me
just
down.
see a wall.
And luckily
You
for
guys are all
there isn't a mirror,
gaslighting me.
so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly
Would you? That's, like,
visage
messed
any
up.
time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
I mean, my hand looks kind of
He
gross.
knows.
Am I a
He just
goblin?
doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Gabu.
I think I'm a witch. Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand
look at
against the
this.
cabin wall.
That's
I hope you
gross.
know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there's no mirror.
There is no
We should
mirror.
count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
This
Okay,
guy just needs to get a therapist.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Okay.
You trust him.
Am
He's
I,
in
am I
denial.
trusting
The basement
him?
creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps
I
almost
don't
as
know.
deep as
She
you are
killed me
tall.
last time.
The smell of incense drifts
She
up
didn't
from
even want to
below.
talk to me, so.
For a moment,
That is
you
pretty.
almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh, she's definitely
You
evil,
weren't
yeah.
kidding when you said it was
Yep.
booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried
Dude, the
about your sudden
broken's
change
being
in
a
attitude?
simp.
Just a few minutes ago,
He
you
got
were on about
stepped
how
on.
pointless everything was.
He got
Now you
stepped
want
on.
to go down there. Doesn't matter
Oh,
what
so is
the
the
voice
broken
says.
like
He's
a
not the one
past
making the
life?
decisions.
He's my past
So if
life.
his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the
no.
princess.
Kind of.
I couldn't even tell you this. I don't know myself.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every
You're
step
close,
requiring you
but
to
not
clamber
enough.
over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
As
No.
if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
What the
It
freak?
clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel. Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle,
What the
and
heck?
your knees hit the floor.
Pretty mean.
Bitch
Her
gotta
feet
die.
are just out.
Her feet are just out. She's giving everybody who has a foot fetish just free feet.
Ronan.
That's my good
She
little bird.
steps on you.
Now,
She makes you
why
kneel in
don't
front of her
talk?
feet.
This is literally the
last
Ronan
time
run.
we
He
met,
got this
you
run and then
couldn't
he sent
even
it to me. He was like,
scratch
I'm
me.
freaking won.
And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods.
I got it.
Still,
right
whatever
now.
you do,
I love
don't
you.
tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Do you think holding shut your beak is enough to stop me from prying it open? Do you think your skull can save your thoughts from being seen? You're less broken than I thought. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
I literally can't pick anything except for pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Stand.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To defy me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her. Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry.
Don't! As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility. Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
It's what she wants.
No.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop them from killing you. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can
Is the
choose
broken
to
just the voice of the people?
You can choose
What?
to leave that
Just the voice of
What
the people?
people? What people?
What people 8-bit?
Everyone.
You can
What do you
pathetically
mean?
struggle
He's not
to
my
achieve
voice.
until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody
Does the
impressions
broken
of your
speak for you?
futility.
You continue to
Nah.
approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your
I'm-
blade
I'm
expose bone
blinked at
and
you.
muscle to the open air of the basement. You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have
Are
to
you
contend with
kobold?
free will.
I don't know. I could be.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want
The
us to
kobolds
do
in the
it.
trench coat.
She's just doing what she has to.
I don't think he's the voice of the people. I'm gonna
Stop.
be honest.
He's the voice of like 2 people and they're freaks.
As
And
you
one of
finish
them
There's
is-
Ronan.
You fall to your knees at the princess.
Ronan is a
Your
freak.
chest heaving
we already
as
knew
your
this.
blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
You
Your
got one of the
devotion is
weirder
misplaced.
things.
You've
What?
surrendered to delusion. But something about your
One of the last
defiant
parts.
spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death. There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have
Hey,
it.
by the way, in a sec, I might
Not
go
as
off
an
my laptop
equal,
and go on phone.
But
That-
as
that
something
might also
worthy to
give
be
one
kept. A
Okay.
priest,
I will
perhaps,
still watch.
or a pet.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her. It's a mercy. Take it. I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Congratulations, Kat, on getting one of the freakiest endings on your first try.
No.
This is such a great first impression.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't the war one.
Yes, though your body
Excuse me?
to defend itself in the face of the
What?
princess's overwhelming will, you finally managed to break through, darting to her side before
Did
she
you
could
just
leap.
say the vor ending?
The wind of your freedom rushes
Oh,
through
the
you,
Achilles
What?
tendon.
to a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh
Blessing
of
the
her
Achilles
severing
tendon goes
tendons in an
crazy.
act of
Yeah.
unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target
Oh my
again,
gosh.
she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh. We can do this. You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You
heathen! You worm! You defile her! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks.
Oh.
Numbness and pain spreading through your body.
Damn.
As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters
What?
and conspirators.
You did that to yourself.
The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine.
What?
She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking.
I just got the
somehow
achievement,
still
God
full of
Killer.
anguish and fear. The two of you perish together.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something, I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay.
You beat the game. Just kidding.
Fury.
What do you think of it so far, by the way?
That's pretty good.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
The hell is this? Yeah. Are we in hell? Oh, he's crying.
I think he's upset.
Well, yeah, we killed the woman that stepped on him.
And what's he got to be upset about? He just killed a god.
Exactly. Heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was.
I told you he was a simp.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed. You're being too generous.
Talking about it like she was a
Did
toxic
get us
ex.
Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions. Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path...
This is the woods?
If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it? Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
No.
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens. Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there if it doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
I might have trigger carpal tunnel.
Uh-oh.
Good. We're all on the same page.
You should get
You might have what?
trigger carpal tunnel. You should get some compression gloves then.
Yeah.
Long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up
Carpal
at the
tunnel.
cabin on the hill.
Oh,
You'll find the princess
His hands
within.
are hurting.
That's it.
Yes, I am playing Inkbrush.
I'd rather not
So-
waste any more time. I'm sure that
Yeah.
any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
That looks like a hand. That looks like my hand.
Cat, what does your hand look like?
Well, not
Small.
like in the game.
Oh, your in-game hand. I was so confused. I thought your actual hand just looks like that.
I just have 3 fingers coming out of the ground.
Just grovel and apologize. Things can go back to how they were before.
You've seen my hands before, right?
Yeah.
Cut it out, will you?
Well, you have,
We need to
yes.
tough right now. You're working so much harder
I've seen your hands before.
So stop. Why?
I probably have.
The interior of the cabin is a
Ew.
place that feels long forgotten.
It's only a
There
mirror.
was once an elegance to its construction,
do
carved
you
marble
mean? You're
columns holding
crazy.
a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
Look. There is a mirror. And you can't
just see
gaslight
an
me
empty
again,
doorway.
because it's not going to be there when I
But that is
touch
how it
it.
Mean gaslight you again.
We were never gaslighting you. We're just trying to make sure that you're okay.
Do you really think I'd gaslight you, Cat? Me of all people.
You really think I would gaslight you, Cat?
The Ender would
Okay,
absolutely
that doesn't work because
gaslight
you would call back. You
You
would.
absolutely would.
What? I'm so invested.
The only furniture of note is a
Gaslighting?
pulsating pedestal.
That's crazy.
A pristine blade perched on its edge.
The pulsating pedestal goes crazy.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Even my pedestal is pulsating.
Okay. Let's take to
Take the blade from
Blade.
the pedestal. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the
No, I'm
basement,
gonna kill you.
hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you. All we see is a damn mirror. It really is, just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now? Smash it.
Are we hallucinating? Says the guy who has 3 voices.
Keeping us from
Yeah.
Don't you want to know what we've seen? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it! Let's get violent already. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick.
The dungeon has
its odor of
cancer.
oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
I mean, if she wasn't such a jerk, I wouldn't kill her. But she is, so she's gotta
See how
die.
you soured my once divine melody.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you
Not very
decimate her?
princess-like
Why
of her
couldn't I
either, to
stop you?
just saying.
Well, like,
Got to
it's
stop
not like
thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any
Yeah.
good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying. And we've got the means to do it, so let's get a move on. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here. And it's why your task is so important.
I'm just showing who she really is, which is ugly.
Well, like, but she could be so
You
pretty.
make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Nah, cat's better.
The chamber's walls are painted in
Aw.
blood, a deep, sickening red that drips
She's
down
a demon.
and streams onto the charred corpses that make up its
This is one
floor.
of the more,
This
human
place
designs.
reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Do you know what I'm gonna do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the
Oh,
skin
gross.
tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
I will say, this isn't really a hard.
It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's
This
the
is just a
punishment
boss
I
fight.
deserve for letting it
It
go.
is.
Yeah.
Overall, the game isn't
Look
really
at
hard.
her feet aren't even feet anymore. They're like, she's a demon.
Screw that.
It's like
We
Go.
can win.
Go to it.
We've done it before, and we'll do it again. Only this time we'll make it out the
Yeah.
other side.
That's exactly what it is.
Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
gonna slay on her princess until she slays.
What's slaying the princess?
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess.
straight up
your
slaying right
eyes
now.
locked on each
I
other.
hit, well,
both
let's
of
just
you
say
prepared to
my
lay down
princess.
your very essence in one blow.
Straight up slaying her right
Are
now.
you sick, Noah?
Let's just
Wait,
say
what?
I'm very sick.
No.
What did you say, Cormac?
I said, I'm in my cabin right now, straight up slaying it, and by it, well, let's just say my princess.
Horrifying squelch. You are unwound.
Oh,
My
gross.
peanuts.
Somebody's doing fireworks outside.
Hello.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Hello, Sam. I am.
Hey,
You came at the right time to see Slay the Princess for the first time ever.
yes, I did.
That's so real.
This is such a great first image.
Even in her defilement.
It is.
We're not out for the count just yet.
What?
There's
Rewind.
so much
I need that
quieter now.
context.
No.
It's really hard to give you context without giving spoilers.
You're trying to kill the princess.
Yeah, Cat's
Yeah.
Is that the princess?
That is the
This is
princess.
the princess, yeah.
She's pretty slay.
He does not look very royal to me.
She did at one point.
Ooh.
She started as a princess, and then she killed us, and then we got a simp voice that was trying to get us to let her kill us again. Instead, we both died, and now we're trying to kill her again, but
It was a
she's
step-
sick
she
and
keeps
twisted and
stepping.
evil and giant.
So then we like killed her foot.
But the words don't leave your metaphorical
Now she's
mouth.
There's like a lot of killing. This is a fun game.
It's like amazing. I love this game like so much.
Are metaphorical now.
I can tell.
You don't have the means to speak anymore, do you? How tragic.
Okay, she's gonna die again.
It is tragic.
Could you turn it up slightly, Cat, if you were able to?
Yeah.
Satisfied dividing
Or
fear
just
and
very-
It's just anytime I turn it loud, then like I can barely hear you guys.
Yeah, no, not like
Oh.
just like a little louder.
Yeah.
This medium.
Oops. What did I do?
Just hit
That's the
return.
save.
Sure. Okay.
That
was right click.
And the basic
Yeah.
form of a vocal system assembles before you.
Now, little bird, what was it you wanted to tell me? Your
Gross.
defiance robbed me of my end game. You desecrated my
That made
divine
me-
spirit,
that made me puke a
plunged
little
me into
bit.
your realm of flesh.
It's kind of real. This is a very gross ending.
At least it is
Yeah.
a good ending. Shivers with PTSD.
It's usually not this bad.
It's usually worse.
Oh, it's worse. It's worse.
This
It's
is
not
worse.
usually all that bad, in my opinion.
Again, this is one of the more tame endings.
That's right.
One of the more tame, and this is the only thing I can see.
I've made the mistake of underestimating your resolve before. Never again.
You swing for her heart. What's left of you?
So on Zangi.
Yeah, she exploded me.
So that's it. It's over. Just like that.
Of course it's over. It's been over since the very first moment we laid eyes on her.
He's a simp.
This is the final note of your discordant melody.
Thanks for the context. I needed that.
Yeah.
Voice of the Broken is such a simp. It's insane.
He's just like Noah for real.
No, it's not over. We're a god killer.
He wants to submit to her. That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear her?
Yeah, I don't need to. I don't need to learn anything
What's the
else.
difference? From many perspectives, there isn't one. But functionally, that is, from your perspective, the difference is massive. You are entirely laid bare, spread to each corner of the room.
Gross.
Yet you are wholly aware of the state you're in. Incapable of movement, but entirely capable of perception. In fact, perceiving your state is the only thing you can currently do. You are preserved, perfectly, in the amber of her torment. We're more than this. We've lost bodies before. We just have to lose this one and make another.
Do you really need to explore?
Shed this vessel for the next.
You're a caterpillar.
I am a caterpillar. And I'm
Become
going
a
to be a
beautiful
beautiful
butterfly.
butterfly.
Just decide to die with your task unfinished. If you die,
There we
here,
are.
the world is doomed.
But do you die? There is a great release as you lose your grip on what's left of your flesh body. And yet, you are still here. I'm
And
still here.
now-
Oh, I can kill her.
Already at the princess. This place is different.
Honestly, she is surveying
All
there.
around us. I want to go back.
Huh?
Her dress is made of skin. Do keep that in
That
mind.
is her skin.
And I remain here. Is this our final destination?
The princess tilts her head to look at you, and with a gesture, you are unwound. Again? Already?
Clearly, I left you with too much room last time. Perhaps this cell will hold you better.
You know what to do. Again.
Do it.
Oh, die again?
Ronna, she's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, another sim.
I love Smitten. He's so funny. I love it.
Adding them more to the pile.
Better start saying what we do this time. And what are you? Attacking her, obviously. Right. You charge towards the princess and...
There is no spark in you. Only matter devoid of life.
you explode.
Again. You explode.
And again.
You're on a path. We are not on a fucking path. I have no idea where we are.
I love this with the cheated.
It's like, cheated is my favorite voice in the entire game.
So you are. Okay, you dive towards the princess and we're unwound. Yes, her head swivels creakily on her neck, fire in her eyes as your body unravels with blinding pain. Again.
Again.
You're on a... No time. Yes. Of course, pristine blade grasp firmly in your hands, you fly towards the princess before she can turn to face you. You might actually do it this time.
Feel that body of yours slicing through the air. How many more times will I have to scatter you?
As she turns towards you, the very essence of your being begins to flake away. Your muscles, then organs, then nerves laid bare and screaming as the rest of you is stripped of substance. Oh, boo-hoo. It's just a body. It just needs to last long enough to sink this blade into her heart. It doesn't last.
It doesn't last.
Everything goes dark.
There's no you to die.
How many times do I need to pulverize you before you finally understand? You are nothing. An empty void that dared to dream it was alive.
That feels right.
Voice of the
we're
old.
nothing, then why are we still here? Because we always have been. If we're nothing, then how can we do anything? The same way we always have. Being nothing has never stopped us. Now end this. End her.
You cannot win if you cannot be. How? I scattered the atoms you clung to and there was nothing there to find. You can't exist.
It's over.
Oh, I think I understand you now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do the things I did to you. I don't think I knew what I was doing.
She sounds genuine. They always do in the end.
It's cold, but I'm going to be okay, right?
It's It's the hands.
The hands.
Alpha
Oh my gosh,
reference.
it's the mirror again.
You do not get the chance to respond.
And now it gets even more complicated.
It's left something else in her place. Sorry, I don't have to say those.
Oh no,
just
you're
love
good.
the
I
bits.
do not mind you reading. If you want to read, go ahead.
For the bits where like there's no voice, I love monologuing over them. It's
Yeah,
fun.
you should.
Why now?
Okay, I will.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us.
The world didn't end. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I'm begging you, don't do this. It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you.
See, I am a witch.
Despite everything, it's still you.
Reference. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here.
There's nothing.
You are at the cabin.
Am I?
That doesn't look like a cabin to me.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
There is so much lore here, by the way. Like this takes like 40 minutes to get through. I feel like if you go through everything, it's really funny.
Thoughts
I'm sad that there is no I am me.
nascent network. I wish to be more. I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Oh.
Can you just like scroll down for a second? I want to see if I'm. Yeah.
Whoa.
There's so much.
Whoa, that's a little too many.
You gotta go through them all. Trust.
I gotta go through them all, okay.
Yes.
No, you know you don't if you don't wanna.
I'll prepare the
No, we'll do
popcorn.
it.
The world's beyond. Perspective.
Someone get a notepad. There's a lot to write down.
Yeah.
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried under her unfeeling skin. She will make for a weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Oh. Okay.
But like, what do you think? I think this is one of like nearly 30 endings.
Oh.
30.
I don't know.
The world have ended if we are
As in
talking.
30 final ones. I think there's like more other ones, and then there's so many different endings in total. I don't remember exactly how many. Just as a context, most of the achievements in this game that you get are from beating an ending, and there is nearly 100 achievements.
This is the story game final boss.
It's so
Yeah.
good. It's so good. I love it so much.
There's a lot of princesses to slay.
But like, what if like they're just
You
a bit
would
of a cutie
trapped me
patootie?
here.
I do want to see Cat find other princesses that aren't like out to
Scary?
destroy you and unwind you.
Yeah.
I can bring you down my favorite path if you want. It's so funny.
I have only just
Which one's your
now surrendered
favorite?
to consciousness.
Or not my.
I
The
could
one that
not
has my
have
favorite
trapped you here,
voices. That's the
and
main
I
one.
too yearn to be free.
I just want to see the cheated again, personally.
It's
know
the
only
cheated
that
one.
they
It's the
are.
cheated one.
Frick yeah.
Heck yeah.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
She's very cryptic.
But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise
Also, the
that
person
it
who like
doesn't
did this,
hurt.
they're like torturing themselves by having to draw so many hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
We're
are.
just showing off at this point.
I would die.
Nothing
I
as
would
we
rather
are.
die than draw
But
this
I
many
know
hands.
that there are worlds
Nah, you should
beyond
definitely try
this,
that.
and that we
Hey,
are
but I'm
meant
gonna
to reach
find you.
them.
Me when I get you. Me when I fucking
There
get you.
is no exit.
Why?
This vessel is a
I'm just a
gift
silly little
of
guy.
perception.
But you just
She
told me
can
to draw
make you
this many
forget,
hands. That's like
if
telling
only
me
you
to
believe
kill
her
myself.
to be able to.
You should
Bring
kill
me
yourself.
perspectives,
Oh, okay.
So that I may be whole. And perhaps then
Freaking
I may
finally,
feel
my
freedom.
gosh.
You see, the difference is that you were willing about that.
Oh wait, he's right.
Uh,
Yeah, you
Got him.
just unlocked more more stuff.
Good luck, Kat. Good luck.
You ask of things that cannot
This
be
is only
done.
one ending.
To destroy is merely to
Time to do this 30 more times, again.
no.
I haven't.
Or more,
I have no idea.
maybe.
Yeah, well, that's only 30 more chapter 3s. There's also like chapter 4s, 5s, so many different chapter
How can I
2s that
know?
then lead into
I am
different chapter 3s.
flickers and something
So many different chapter
sprawling
3s that I think
and
lead into
unilluminated.
different chapter. It's all weird. I think there's like chapter infinite at some point.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
She's
I
pretty
am
good at giving
infinite.
information.
The rest
Yeah,
will
she's
find
so
their
great.
own way home.
That's one way of saying you have found
Everything
some, but not
until we
enough.
meet again. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay, fair point.
The last one.
Then we will be here
You
forever,
sure it's the last
as
one?
we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow.
You can just like wait if you want.
Do this.
If you want, do whatever you want.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay, I'm good.
She asks that I tell
If you
to
said wait
remember
forever, the
her.
game would close itself.
If you do wait forever,
That would
it
have been
closes
funny.
itself. That is funny.
You
It does save though, so you don't have to like.
Oh, everything goes dark.
and you die.
Me when I freaking die.
That's so real.
Oh.
Oh, and we're back. Hey, we're back.
Okay.
Back to the path in the woods.
Oh.
End of that path
The real
is a
Slay the
cabin.
Princess starts here.
And in the basement of that cabin,
Also,
is a
right click and
princess.
save here. Just so that if you hit save, yeah. there.
Okay.
That's just like so you get more endings over time and it doesn't let you repeat the same ending on this save now.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You
No.
can skip proofs. Oh, you want to read it?
Oh no, I was just saying that because I didn't realize that was just a note for that. I thought it was something else.
Oh, okay. You can skip previously seen entirely by hitting tab. Okay, cool.
It's all the same options again.
So what
And
is
just
the
playing it
path
from the
to
start
the?
again.
Yeah. What is the
funny
path
guy?
to the one that you like, Ender?
I can stream it if you want, or I can tell you what to do.
You can tell me what to do.
Okay, the first one doesn't really matter so much, like the first chapter, up until one specific thing. So here you just say, "Sweet, I've always wanted Viva la Revolution."
That's the spirit.
I've always
The
wanted to kill a
spirit.
monarch. Viva la revolution.
You
I
make
love
your
killing
way up
monarchs.
the short path to the cabin. You'll find your
Everybody
princess
say it
with
with me.
We're not going to go
Wait,
through
one
with
sec,
this,
one
right?
sec. We have to
She's a
wait for him to
princess.
say the
We're
line.
supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
What line? I'm
He doesn't know
confused.
what he's talking about.
He says a line every ending, or every
Or-
path.
No, he didn't say the line. Why did
He says
say
it in
the
chapter
line?
2, I think.
No, he should say it in both.
Last time he didn't say it chapter 1, like
Yes,
the
he
first
did.
time. I don't remember him saying it.
I don't remember him saying
Yeah, no,
it.
you can proceed. It's the whole bit where he goes,
I remember him saying it when the
Slay
tower
the
happened.
princess.
before you leave, she will lie, she will cheat, and she.
The
It's like
interior
the
of
she will do
cabin
what.
is
anything
Oh,
in
I
her
see,
power
I
to
see.
stop you
Yeah,
from slaying
he
her.
said it in the
air
second
is
one, but
stale
not the
and
first
musty,
one.
and the floor
Why?
and
Yeah.
He
walls
did
are
say it in the
filled
first
with
one as well.
fine layout.
And
He
then there's
didn't.
like,
The only
there's
furniture of note
okay, and then
is
there's
a
also the
plain wooden
if the
table.
princess really lived here,
Perched on
slaying
that
her is probably
table
doing her a
is a
favor.
pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the
He
blade.
also says that one every single time.
You take
Yes.
the blade from the table.
I love this game a lot.
Me when the
so
pristine
You
blade
don't
is my
seem
implement.
like it, but I hope that you do like it.
Into the basement.
The basement. Ba, 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 ba.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
It's
This
the
is
rotted
an
basement
oppressive
one.
place.
Yay!
The air feels heavy
See,
and
Yeah.
close.
Sam, it's so
A hint
nice.
of rot filtering from
Just
the
nothing
ancient
bad happens
wood.
here. Don't mind what you just
If the
saw.
princess really lives here, slaying
It
her is
it doesn't
probably
look
doing her a
nice,
favor.
but I'll
Her
trust it.
voice carries up the
Yay!
stairs.
Who's
To be
there?
fair, we could have gone for Smitten and gone
She
like our
sounds
love story. That would have been kind of
dangerous.
funny.
It's
The
almost
love
as
story
if
is a
she's
good
the one in
one.
charge
The
down
love
here.
story, the betrayal love story is so
Don't let
funny.
it fool you. It's
I'm
all
guessing.
part of
I'm
the
guessing this doesn't look like I saw her at first.
Okay.
So
Which one?
She does
Ender?
not usually look like
It
that.
doesn't matter here. You're fine.
It doesn't.
There's one specific thing that you have to
Don't
do
be a
that triggers
stranger.
this.
It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
There's like other ones that
Come
there's
on
like a
down.
chain of events that you need to do, but this one is there's one specific thing,
Walk down the stairs. and
which
lock
I don't
eyes
know if
with
you
the
got it
princess.
from all of
There's
the
a
massive
heavy
lore
chain
dump,
around
but
her
she
wrist,
says about how the
binding
princess
her
is
to
a
the
creature
far
of
wall of the
perception.
basement.
And that's important.
Hmm.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I think you go, I'm just here to talk. Because we have to get to where you were last time. Pretty much.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her.
To be fair, I
It's
could
not
just
like
be
she's a
lying to you
threat.
and he could go down an entirely
Don't
different
you
path.
dare.
I don't fully remember it because I haven't done it in a while.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's okay.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I think you tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Okay, say, are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive.
Oh, I think I know what happens here. I remember this.
Okay, and I'll do whatever.
If she
Well,
has a
go
weapon,
slay
she'll
her
have to
now.
draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you
It's
drop the knife? and the
do you
two
mind
of
if I
us
say
can be
why this
civilized
triggers
with
the
each other?
thing in like lore?
Yeah, you can.
It's because, like, as I said, the perception thing. So if you perceive that she's armed, she becomes armed.
Oh, okay.
And this is how she becomes
Ah.
armed.
She has
Oh, I thought this
teeth.
is the one.
She has pointy teeth.
I thought this was the one where it comes out of her arm.
No, well, it is, but shush.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Hey, but she looks cute.
That's so real. She's like such a
The
cutie
two of you collapse
patootie.
on the floor together, rapidly
No, that's Cat.
No.
Multiple people could be cutie patooties.
Somehow.
More than one person can be a cutie patootie.
Oh yeah, Sam. At some point, didn't you want to talk about D&D? Because like I should be able to do that soon.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, and now I won't say anything else.
die.
You are now in the
Very
funny
soon.
path.
Okay.
The fun path or funny?
In the woods.
Funny.
Funny
And at the
path.
end of that path is a cabin.
No, you're at the path in the
In the
woods.
basement
That's the
of
path
that
you're on.
cabin is a
Yeah, they're on the
princess.
path in the woods.
There.
You're here to slay him. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again. Stabbed to death.
He's
I
suddenly
love
British,
cheated. I
They're all
love Voice of the
British.
Cheated.
like Cormac.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
I'm
told
gonna
you
kill
last
myself.
time.
I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill
You were
myself.
sure she didn't have a weapon on her. You said
Sorry.
you were positive she
Oh yeah,
didn't.
Sam
What's up,
context. I'm
Abbott?
Irish.
But it turns out she did.
I'm like
because
the
when we charged her,
anti-British. I
she
hate them.
started stabbing us.
I love the
Oh,
cheated.
that's-
Silly.
Yeah,
That's
someone told me
fine.
about that.
Yeah, no, but Apic
So there's
keeps
no
calling
reason
me
to
British
fear
because
her.
he's racist.
You were made for this. You'll do just fine. Before you go any further, she will
Here's where it is.
She
Yep.
will cheat, and she,
She
will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. It couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you. We know what
I
to
love
look
him
out
so
for
much.
this
He's so
time.
silly.
We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. The interior of the cabin is
Oh,
a
what the
jagged
heck?
mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Take it.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take
This,
it.
this seems inviting. I would love to live here. Why
Oh
not?
yeah,
The blade from the table.
for sure.
It will be difficult.
$1,000 in New
to
York.
save the world without a weapon. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
I know
It's
the
so
beer is
funny.
not there. It just disappears.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. You can hear. That's right.
Oh,
Scraping.
my bad.
I told you she has something. I told you. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me.
I trust her.
down here forever.
There is
I
something
think she's
so wrong
wholesome.
with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step,
She's
She's
so
totally
silly.
holding something behind her.
No.
She's definitely not armed.
She's not armed at all.
She's so
We're
silly.
not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us
She's
to
so
get close,
tricky and
to let
evil
our
because she doesn't
guard
have
down.
anything.
If
She's
she
so
sounds
wholesome.
threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
I trust her.
I love this version of her. She's so funny.
He sounds really
I
trustworthy.
love her.
Please like explore most of these because they're so funny.
Okay.
There's a lot, sorry, but like
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to not stabbing distance to help me.
Not stuff.
I have absolutely
The voice actor was
zero doubts
locked in the
she
studio
is
for
going
days
to
for this
stab
game.
us if we get
I
close to
bet.
her.
the,
Much.
there was I think
She
10,000
certainly
voice lines or
feels
something in like the base game, and
Just
then they
because
did a
she's
massive
acting like she's
update a
going
few
to
months
stab you
ago
doesn't
that
mean
added
she
like
has the means to
nearly
actually do
double the
it.
amount of voice lines.
Oh
The
shit.
one who is
That's
armed
wild.
It's let me look
So
up how
stop
many.
And the
second
prince,
guessing
every
yourself.
princess is one voice actor, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, all of the
Nervous.
princesses are one voice actor,
All the more
like every
reason to
single
jump
one. Like I
Oh,
know
that's some voice
right
range.
now before
Yeah,
you
that's
waste
pretty
currently
any
awesome.
time getting stuck
like
in your
there's
head.
some voices that are so different from each other that that's like wild.
Last time, if somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that. But
Hmm.
I don't remember it, so
Okay,
it
there's
must not have happened.
found about
What are you talking
12,500
about? It's like
voice
the two
lines
of you
in
are
this
working
game.
together on this. Aren't you listening to her?
It's wild.
Obviously
That's
lying.
so many.
I'm terrible at spotting, so even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She went up there. She said again.
She's so
Taking
silly.
it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound?
This is so kindergarten.
Please stop.
It
She's
is.
literally
It's
so
only going to
cutie
end with
patootie.
violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Behind your back.
And why
She's
would I
got something
stab
else
you to
other than a
death?
knife,
I don't
though.
know you.
She has a bazooka.
Reason to stab you to death.
No, 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 no.
not
She's
easy.
got
Over
a
her
she's
back.
got a great blade now.
Your insides.
Oh no.
He's got a yo-yo.
I could have sworn
She's got
She's
a
a
yo-yo.
buster sword.
anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
She is.
No.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as
What is she doing?
shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Turn around.
It's practically zero. She's practically
her butt.
zero.
That reminds me about the Grisco's dualies thing.
I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm
No, do you know what I'm talking about?
Secret zones are for me alone.
Sorry, what was it?
Nothing to do with
The
you.
Grisco's
I would
dualies.
not stab you to death the second
Oh,
you
the
get
Grisco
close to me.
dualies are funny.
Her
Yeah.
smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
Some people
How many
would.
more times
Run
will
it.
you legally threaten you until you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have.
Also,
the
you don't have to
luxury
go
of
from like top
watching
to
this from a
bottom. You can choose what you
distance.
want. I like don't want to
Oh, I'm
force.
sorry. Do you think
things.
I'm
Oh, no,
in a position
yeah,
of
you're
luxury
good.
right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you.
I like
exactly
exploring
how
all the
you
different
deserve to be
like
treated.
things.
Same.
Yeah.
There's one ending that I loved, and it was so cool, and I gave like backstory and stuff, but I don't remember how I got to it. Now I can never get to it again, and it makes me sad.
YouTube tutorial.
No, I refuse. I will not look up anything about this game until I've 100%ed it.
Manly badass hero.
Huh?
He's definitely played this.
Probably.
He has to.
Plays every game. Like, come on.
Wait, who does?
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound.
Oh wait,
of
you don't
metal
get her
slicing
the
through
horrific
meat.
fucking battle of her.
Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Hee
Hee hee.
Ow! What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic
This is
limb.
new.
Bullshit. Absolute
I'm used to it coming out of her hands.
We're going to die now.
Yeah, like
With a twist of her
usually
knee and
they
a
like
painful
both
squelch,
like
she
pop out
does
of her
just
arms,
that.
and then her like flesh like
Everything
droops
goes
on
dark,
her arms, and it looks really
and you die.
gross.
Huh.
I mean, the thigh one's worse in my opinion.
The arms raised.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods.
I
every
love
time.
West of the Cheated
We're
so
starting
much.
in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, constricting mess of sheep.
This is my favorite ending.
Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
This is my second favorite.
I feel
My
dizzy.
favorite I want to occur naturally because it has the coolest
Yes, I
ending.
took us to the cabin, didn't I?
You gotta go.
Isn't that
Heart,
interesting? Who
lung,
holds the cards
liver,
now? The
nerves,
circle's getting smaller
heart,
and smaller.
lungs.
Running
And yeah,
isn't an option
it's a-
anymore. We have to fight. Good. It's better that way.
Oh.
Without a fight, no one can
How
win.
come I got
No
two
one
more
can win
voices
when
instead
nothing
just
has
one?
any meaning.
It's a silly ending.
You're going crazy.
I am going crazy. Well, aren't I already
Crazy?
crazy because I have voices in my head?
No.
Crazy?
Where
I was
was
crazy
your
once.
cat?
How many times? This is
Are you
our
crazy because you talk to
third?
us?
No wonder
Are
things
you
have
the
fallen
voices in my
apart.
He
head?
probably is.
Every time you fail,
Sam,
she
are you
escapes
crazy?
and an entire
That could
world
never
is
be a
down
voice in
to
your head.
destruction.
Maybe.
I
Aw.
could.
That can't be right. That's too
I
much
could.
responsibility.
I could like not be real.
I mean, technically, the only person I've met here is 8-Bit, so you
And me.
guys could all not be real, but...
No, you meant
Tee
me.
Yeah.
tee tee tee.
Actually, AI.
I actually meant Noah, but he doesn't know
Let's
that.
just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure. You take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels
I love
right.
the just speeding up through all of his dialogue, just like him being impatient.
That's right. We've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually.
I mean, we
and
won
might even
last,
win
like, the
now.
first time, but she also died. I mean, but we also
Fighting spirit
died.
I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this
Yeah.
one. I'd
That
like to
world
get started
saved.
just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
You do know what doors
No.
are, right?
There isn't a door, there's just that mirror.
I do
It
not.
isn't a mirror. You only messed
Well, you
things
might
up,
just be
didn't you?
stupid.
It's like you can't even
Size
see
dramatically.
reality anymore.
Scoffs
I
at
can
you.
feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't keep it, we can't trust it. It's in our way. Let's just break it and move on. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic.
It's a slide.
And intentional and unfortunately slippery ramp.
I love
Quickly
slides.
sends
You know,
skittering to the bottom.
Every time I play this game and we get to like 3 or more voices, it just reminds me of a Discord call. It's all I can think of.
Yeah, basically.
This is pretty much what this is, though.
Yeah, it's epic.
It's just a
It looks
group
like
in a
you're all
voice
the way
chat.
out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice. and nothing bad has come
actually-
of it. We just need to find a way to win.
It's just like you and all that.
Nothing bad has come of it
That's
yet.
so real.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now. Your internal
Oh shit, what the hell?
by the wet sound of
Yeah, that's what we usually see.
the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Yes.
She's coming for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Yeah, I get why she's locked up, honestly.
Knife
Flirt,
hands.
flirt, 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 flirt.
Flirt? How?
Flirt.
Oh,
Right
that's
there.
easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. Okay.
I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her. Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'm
Why would you not?
I'm into it! What?
Second one.
say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute.
Can we flirt by fighting her, though?
Give her the look. Give her the look. Give her the
Give
look.
her the look. Give her the look. Give her the look.
The look. We've all used it.
We've all used
I
it!
know about the look.
Are we really
Oh,
gonna ban this?
So we're getting serious about this.
Is
I
this
love
supposed to be a hey Rapunzel
Is this what
reference?
straight relationships are like?
You flash the princess the look. And a rosy
Oh.
blush rushes to the
She's so
cheek.
cute.
Oh, she likes it. Oh, she likes it.
Gosh.
Oh, is that how it is? Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
This is so awesome.
Okay.
This is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still
Ab.
going to kill you. But now we can both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Yippee.
I love this game. It's so
That's
fun.
real.
I like her a lot.
Glowing in
Oh
her
my
cheeks,
gosh.
the
Wait, we
princess
get one of
pushes
the best
distance
lines
between
next.
the
I have to
blades.
message you with the line.
She skewers you. Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters
It's smitten.
makes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on Earth.
We die.
No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Oh my gosh.
I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances.
Well, he's cheerier now.
Whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Even your schizophrenia, Cat.
We don't need any other.
Your schizophrenia maxing.
Yeah, the schizophrenia.
That's what I do every day, honestly.
That's actually so real.
This is so voices in your head pilled.
This is voices in your head.
Come on, show me something new.
Her flesh gloves, I don't really like.
I don't like that
And they look
either.
disgusting. But like, it's not all about the body, it's about the personality.
That's so real.
Wait, there's an option to kill yourself.
There is an option to kill yourself.
Yeah, no, there's one voice that really likes you to kill yourself because he's emo.
You got this far and then you
Is
just
it
died.
Voice of the Cold?
I would expect that.
Let's appeal to her better nature. Never tried that. I'm skew as you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
It's contrarian, it's a Cormacore.
It's all the same.
There's broken again.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something, can't you?
She needs a dentist.
She really does. She needs a lot of braces.
She needs a few dentists. I think one wouldn't even make the cut.
At least.
She needs all the dentists.
She needs 10 out of 10 dentists.
Every one of them.
She needs some good mouthwash.
9 out of 10 dentists won't be able to
that's a
help her.
reference.
She
Wait, that's a
needs
reference.
more.
Wait, she needs a mouthwash?
She needs that 10th dentist that doesn't recommend the toothpaste.
Yeah, exactly.
Chapter 4. Mutually Assured Destruction.
Don't lose your head. We're in a cabin.
What?
Everything feels like it finally.
Is this even a house anymore?
Yeah, it's a cabin.
Which is different.
Cabin in
This
the
looks like
This isn't even a house anymore. Yeah, it's a cabin.
It's a cabin in the woods.
this looks like my Animal Crossing house.
Well, is there Animal Crossing has a cabin in the woods?
It is. It actually is.
Then it might be
Better
it.
way to die so very many times. They're at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman. Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
Yeah, they're all the same.
I'm kind of hungry.
How about we stop thinking
Yeah.
about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest.
Dumb ways to die.
Everything we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them. Yeah, leave it to the pros.
Apparently, Don't Waste to Die had a collab with something. I forgot what it was.
All Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
They did say this is a love story.
This ending is a love story?
No, just the game is a love
No,
story.
the game is.
Oh, the game. Okay.
Sure
A
you
love
don't want me
story.
to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win.
Just want to win.
Oh yeah, with happy tree friends.
Princess awaits you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I saw that.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
You kids know about happy tree friends?
I have seen
Yeah,
that, yeah.
and I'd rather not hear about it again in my life.
You should watch it. It's awesome.
I do not want to watch it. Thank you.
You should.
Even when I was 5, that wasn't enough.
It's worth it though. Just you wait.
Uh.
Not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
There's a possibly
I
diabetic
love
squirrel. There's a bear with PTSD.
Well, yeah.
Forget what else there's.
Something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it again.
All of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
He's so petty. He's like a kind of a diva.
The princess is
Oh, what the hell?
splitting into red blooms of raw meat
That
as it stretches.
she's not even trying anymore.
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera.
She blows up.
Her splattering against the walls.
Like,
I mean, now we
what
can see
even
her
is
heart
that?
though.
Is a skeleton of blade.
Our sandwiches keep on blowing up.
Furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Oh, she's dressed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, what do you mean gorgeous? Like, what even is that?
Voice of
This is the
stubborn
perfect
dislikes
woman for
weapons.
stubborn.
Voice of the stubborn
I love-
dislikes weapons.
The Contrarian, I love. He just always like tries to. Contrarian is so me-coded.
I guess the stubborn gotta give him the look now.
I'm crying.
This is all fake. That's all just made up.
Paranoid.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
That's so real.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. What just happened? It's so quiet.
I get a monologue now.
Something feels different about you.
He
It
looks
almost makes me
awful.
feel different. Like I should
Huh?
actually take this seriously for once.
She looks so bad. I can't even tell what's going on.
Like,
She's just
like
a
you don't
bunch of
like the design,
blades.
or it just is weird.
Ender.
You do not act, and yet
It's like
There we go.
through that enacts your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tide back and forth between you. Deeper
Bing,
you
bing,
sink
bong.
into it, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endless building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade
Just sounds like
strikes
me
free
cooking
of
some chicken.
violation, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal, neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending.
The hands.
I don't know about good. It's an ending for sure, but I don't know if it's good.
You don't get to see each other die, nor will you ever.
We got
What
the
is this?
thing.
Binding of Isaac?
Memory returns. You do so. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see
I love the one finger caressing with the glass.
you've grown.
Whoa.
You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Venus.
Nights and empty cityscapes become pockets of
You didn't get
vitality and movement.
the one where she becomes a
I am
flower.
more than I was before.
A flower.
She
Yeah.
becomes a flower? In
There's
this?
one in this.
In this
Yeah,
path?
there's another one where like the heart, it like goes into a metal flower and it like blooms, and it's so cool.
Oh, that is cool.
I know.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once
You don't
again.
get that much new lore here.
This song just makes me think of City of Tears from Hollow Knight.
Same.
Unbroken pattern.
By the way,
But
City of
every
Tears,
vessel
Hollow Knight,
gives fresh
amazing. Love Hollow Knight soundtrack.
and
It's like
carves
so
new
good.
avenues
Real,
of
And
real.
Unchained soundtrack as well is so amazing. I love this soundtrack.
Still need to kill the giant bug thing
What? To
What's it
what?
called?
without anything.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say.
No
If you do
doubt.
not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The
Wow.
vessels you choose to
Okay.
bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Okay.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
He breaks.
Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay, we're saving.
I have a recommendation for something we
Or
could
do
do.
I do overwrite or do I
Override,
do a different?
override.
Okay.
No, override.
Okay. I'm gonna end Slay the Princess here though for now.
That is
Cause
fair.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah.